Hello, in today's video I'm going to be recording about the gyratory system in Aylesbury. It's a one-way system that can be confusing for learners or even experienced drivers if you're not aware of it. So I'm going to go around the different routes and kind of explain when we should move, what we should be doing at that time, what we should be looking out for mirrors and other people and stuff like that. Okay, so I'm going to get a little bit closer to there. Restart the recording and edit a few bits, make it a bit of a shorter video. Okay, so I'm coming onto the road that's leading towards the gyratory coming from the theatre. So the first thing I teach my students is the gyratory system. I treat it like a bit like a spiral roundabout. So if you don't know what that is, what a spiral roundabout does is as you pass an exit, your lane will tend to drift over to the left to start moving towards your exit. So it's not exactly like that, but it does help to simplify it. So I'm not going to do any left turns today, because that would quite simply be your left lane and follow your lane. Also with the gyratory, the lanes that come off are separate to the actual junctions. Just help this taxi driver out here, I'm not getting far, so that'll help him get on his way. So as the lanes come off separately and don't go through the junction, the signal's not really necessary. We'll just need to follow our lane and position early. So here I'm going straight ahead, second exit. So you can see with the road markings, the left lane is going to go left only, so I'm using the middle lane from this direction. So perfect timing. Some people don't know what an amber light means though. Stop if it's safe. So you can see further ahead, hopefully, that the left lane is coming off. You can see where the vehicles are taking it. And then so as I go through this second set of lights and I'm passing that first exit, I'm going to drift over to the left hand side, ready to come off. And the road markings, they're a bit faint at the moment, are going to guide me along there. So I'm watching the traffic light for the vehicles coming to the right hand side, trying to see that change to amber, so I know I need to get ready. As you can see, it is quite tight down here, so as I'm moving I need to be checking everybody alongside me. There, the light's turning amber, quick check around. The next set of lights is changing, so I can move forward. Got a nice bit of space either side of me, just keep an eye on the van. This will stay green, so I'm checking my left side in case something comes through. You see from the road markings, it's actually guiding me over to the left hand side, and then it'll bring me off. As I said, separate to the actual junction, so the signal's not really helping anybody. We have got a bit of traffic today. I've done this around about 4:45 just to get that bit of extra traffic, so I say what I mean by checking other people. A lot of people there would go from centre to centre instead of drifting over to the left, so if you're coming from the direction, it's important to be checking. I'll head back round and do a different direction. So once again I'm coming from the theatre, I'm going to go towards the hospital, so this is actually a right third exit. So think about that spiral roundabout idea. As a first exit comes off, I want to slide towards the middle. As a second exit comes off, I want to slide towards the left. Give this blue car a bit of room going around the cyclist. That's a close pass. Should be at least car width away from cyclists and overtaking. But you can probably see earlier in the footage, the driver of the blue car was constantly changing lanes, so it's not very planning well. So that's the sort of driver I need to be mindful of when I'm sliding across, because something like that, good chance it's going to get the wrong lane. I'm going to let the van get away from me so I've got a bit of space, just in case his large vehicle might not be able to hold his lane. So again, keeping to the right at the moment, Starting to check my left side for anybody getting the wrong lane. The cyclist has come in, but I've seen him. So now in the centre lane. Again, that's poor from the cyclist, but it shows exactly why you need to be checking your mirrors. Again, that nice early look before drifting over to the left. The cyclist again, really, he's going from left lane, right lane, left lane. He's putting himself in all sorts of danger. That's also why you need to check side mirrors before moving off for people like that. Okay, so this time I'm coming along Walton Road, which is like coming from the roundabout that's got Tesco Superstore on. This one here, again, the left goes left only, so I need the right hand lane to be going straight ahead. You can see from the road markings. I'm straddling the lanes so people tend to come wide. There's normally always parked cars here. Through the lights. So as I come around here, I want the middle lane, so it's going to split into three. And a quick check that nothing was coming through the lights on my right hand side or coming down my left hand side into the wrong lane. Driver behind me is very close. Again, keep checking my side, see what's happening. We'll get through this light. So as I come around this bend, I'm not just going to drift straight over to the left. I look far before committing over to the left hand side, but it's just a case of drifting over. The reason why I look far is because we've got the bus stop, and quite often Enterprise could have cars being delivered or picked up. So it's very important to look early on to see if you want to move over to that left lane. Just hold the middle lane for a bit until you pass whatever obstacle is in that left lane. You can see the traffic's building. However, I'm going to turn back round and come from the direction. So this is coming towards the hospital. I'm going to come towards the Gyratory from the hospital later on in the video. So again, coming down Walton Road from Tesco. This time I'm going to go right towards the town centre, so it's right third exit. So it would be a standard right lane. Remember, this lane does go ahead as well. We've got the parked car this time, which is good. So I can actually demonstrate my position a little bit better. But you see, hopefully it's tight. So I'm coming. So as I'm moving, I'm giving space to the oncoming. The position kind of suggests that I'm not using that lane wholly. And just come back into my lane once I've cleared any parked cars. If we had the queue of traffic, which kind of showed a little bit on approach, and the parked cars are there, I'm staying in my right lane to keep the left lane free. We shouldn't be blocking that lane just out those, because that's those coming out of their lane. It's tight, but they can fit through. A larger vehicle might have a problem, but this is also why we give a good distance between us and the vehicle in front. So say if like a major vehicle getting through, we could all shuffle across. So again, I'm going to the right, so I don't want middle lane because that's going to come off towards the hospital. So position nice and early. Might as well slow early for the red light. Looking for any cars on the left stopping for a red light to help me know when to go. And this time here, we could potentially go into the middle lane, but I feel it's safer just to be sticking to the right lane, because the two lanes go towards the town centre. We can just use the right lane And then here I'm going to follow the left road. Keep your eye on that car. It's a bit, yeah, it's crossing the line. So just a bit mindful, but I was following the left line there to position myself in the centre lane, ready to come off. And it is a one-way system, so overtaking left's fine. Once I'm clear, this is when I'll start applying my lane change into that left-hand lane. I'm not going to, because for the purpose of the video I'm going to be turning right at the roundabout. I would normally still use that left lane for the roundabout. Just keep an eye on this crossing. Because two lanes turn right, I'll be using the left lane which splits the centre lane, which would then put me in my normal left driving lane in my new road. But again, in terms of where I'm going, I'm going to need the right hand lane in that new road. Driver behind is getting very close when we've got a red light. Okay, a little bit of movement from that Engcom van, so I'm holding back, so I'm thinking he's trying to get in behind his friend, so I'll give him the space to do it, holding back, especially this yellow car. So if it makes any sort of movements, now see, no signal, but I read it nice and early, the clues were there. The driver of the yellow car again is just watching me, watching the phone, watching me, not realising somebody's trying to change lane. So we'll leave this in the video. Just checking the light before I move forward. Yeah, coming off, yes, I'm good. Motorbike nearly went into the back of me, the roundabout. Whilst I was waiting, again, keeping an eye on him now. I'm going to be turning left, so I'm actually going to signal nice and early to him because I do not want him going back of me. Seems to be paying more attention to his phone than what's actually happening on the road. So I'm heading towards Gyratory from the hospital. I was trying to look down the left path here to see what's happening with the traffic lights. With the two pedestrians, I couldn't quite tell the colour of the light that time. So again, I'm not going to go left, that'd just be left lane, take me towards the town centre. I'm going to go towards Tesco along Walton Road. Now this side is a little bit different because there's two lanes that go towards the town centre rather than one. So I need the right hand lane here. Again, that's great timing because I want the red light. So while waiting here, as you can see, two lanes further ahead going straight ahead, and the right hand lane is saying turn right. Now the right hand bend, a lot of people get wrong. So I'm coming off at the second exit. So as I go around this bend, I want to be in the left hand lane as it opens up. Quick check nothing's trying to jump the queue. Through the light. So again, drift over again another lane. and the vehicle in front of me, the Audi, got the wrong lane. He should have been the right hand lane to go in the direction that he's gone. So on approach at the actual traffic light, the left hand lane says straight ahead, which is this direction where you actually sat at the time. Right hand lane says right, which is going towards where the Audi went, towards Bedgrove. So this time, coming from the hospital, I'm going to turn right towards Bedgrove and Wendover. I was able to see down the path that time the red light, so I know it's been red a while. This is why I'm expecting this traffic to move. Again, going right third exit, so it's definitely right hand side. Large queue. Oh, well, I can make it, so I'm alright. I'm not sure the car behind me should have followed, because they're blocking this centre lane. Traffic is flowing, so it's not causing an issue. So again, so I'm going right here. So again, as we go around the bend, I should be in the right lane and moving into the middle lane. Let's see. So the Volvo's got it wrong, and this is why you've always got to be checking your left side here. Audi did a good job. Well, this particular Audi driver did. And again, sliding officers making sure nothing's coming down my left side, a bit like the cyclist in the video. So this time going towards the town centre from Bedgrove side and Wendover side. Now you can use both lanes here to get that way, but I'm just going to stick to the left lane to show, because this one actually splits into two. I'm through the lights, so I'm checking my right side to drift into the middle lane, because I don't want to come off towards the hospital. You can see there's two lanes that turn right, so we could have used the right lane. As it turns out, I've made more progress in this one anyway. So if I was in the right lane, I would be following this road marking into the middle lane, but as I'm in the left lane, I can just stay left. Nice and simple now, because both lanes come off. So again, going to go coming from Bedgrove, let's go right towards Stocklake Industry here. So right hand lane, so right third exit. As already mentioned, there's two lanes that go towards the town centre. So we could use this lane to go straight ahead towards the town centre. Earlier on, I used the left hand lane. I'm just in gear ready here, because like, they've got no clues when my light's going to change. Quite close to the front. There you go. So you see the left hand lane splits to two, so you can use that one, or you can come across to the right here for the town centre, because then this splits to two to go to the middle lane. As we're going right, third exit, keep to the right here. Keep an eye on the Nissan now, because again, changing lanes. The light, we've got a green light because the traffic's stationary, so that could change on me. But as before now, yes it has. Good, that gives me a bit more time to talk. But as before, when we're coming from the hospital side, going towards Tesco and Stotlake Industry, I'm now in the left lane to just drift across to the left lane to come off. Still paying attention to what's happening around me. We're not too far from the hospital, an ambulance could come through or want to come through. Traffic light to the left side is changing, so I'm ready. Nobody's jumping, I'm good. Come to left. Now as you come around here, it's really important to check the button on the right side of the box, because you see pedestrians on the left hand side really late. So if you see if that button has been pressed by a pedestrian and it's lit up, there's a good chance that could change before you actually go through the crossing. Okay, so that's all the routes now apart from left hand done. Hope that actually helps you make sense of the gyratory if you're new to it or if you're learning. Perhaps you're not new to it, but you've learned something today in terms of which lanes you should be using. If you have enjoyed it or learned something, please give me a like, consider subscribing, and let me know in the comments if there's any other junctions around Aylesbury you'd like me to make a video on. I am planning on a few like triples, perhaps the theatre roundabout as well, because people get confused with that quite often. Wait for the van, there's a big gap behind. Here to drop the car off to have a tyre check, so good timing to do the gyratory. I'll see you all in the next video.